Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Lojak. It's week 4 in college football. Today's Thursday, September 21st, and we are breaking down a bunch of games that go this Saturday in college football with Joe Gavazzi from JoeGavazziSports.com. We're going to look right now at Oregon and Arizona State. An interesting matchup here. Oregon, of course, is having a pretty good year, getting some nice results, an impressive road win over Wyoming last week. And so Oregon's looking pretty good. Arizona State, a team that I had pegged as likely to be, well, everyone knew they were going to be bad, and I made an educated guess they were going to be even worse than the market would give them credit for. I was expecting them to be a bad bet ATS, and they are 0-3 ATS so far this year. They are a double-digit underdog here at home, and it can be a little bit tricky to go into Arizona locales in general as a double-digit favorite on the road and get a cover there. But Arizona State, again, looking bad. The total, of course, is high with these two teams involved, big offenses and much more questionable on defense. So I'm thinking maybe about a shot with the over, despite the fact that the total is so high. The Greek does appear to have a lean to the under, though. They're hanging 74.5. Everyone else has 75 or 75.5. I'm still thinking about a shot with the over here. And as far as Oregon as a 14-point road favorite, I guess I'd have to lean Oregon. But again, it can be a little bit tricky, and sometimes you do get some surprising results when Arizona teams are double-digit home underdogs. What's your take on this game, Joe Gavazzi?
My take on this game is that this is my Lone Ranger game of the week. As guys, only you and I and the Lone Ranger will be siding with Arizona State in this game. That's how divergent the results have been for these two. Feeds right into my article of the week, the 50-point AFP solution. We talked about the AFP a little last week in these videos. That's away from the point spread. And beginning in week 4 through week 7, when we have one team that's a minus 20 AFP, the other is plus 20 or more AFP, and the sum is 50 or more, we make it a contrary play on the team with the poor ATS record. That would clearly be Arizona State. Under Willie Taggart, the Oregon alumni are getting what they paid for. Ducks are off to a phenomenal start, including putting it in cruise control after obliterating Wyoming first half last week. Looks like they could have easily covered Nebraska as well. They hadn't taken their foot off the pedal in the second half of that one, too. Most telling, however, about Oregon under Willie Taggart is they've now switched to a 64% run-heavy offense. And that does not take advantage of the Arizona State defensive weakness, their pass defense, which was worst in the nation last year and just about worst in the nation this year. I think it's an all-wrong offensive set for Oregon against Arizona State. And Arizona State will be playing, boy, like this is their Super Bowl. This is a desperation game for Arizona State. I think they're a little better than they've shown so far. We get a generous impost here. I'm going to call it death in the desert for the Ducks with Arizona State, as only you, I, and the Lone Ranger will be lining up with that side.
Interesting take. Joe Gavazzi, the line has moved in Arizona State's favor. It opened around 16.5, and it's now solidly 14 market-wide, and we have seen this before. As I said, historically, we have seen bad Arizona teams as big home underdogs give surprising results in spots, and we might see that here. That is what Joe Gavazzi is predicting right now. Arizona State, a 14-point home underdog. Joe Gavazzi likes Arizona State plus 14. Great breakdown, Joe. Give a plug for your website.
It is JoeGavazziSports.com. And if you're interested in that college football article, just click the big yellow button that says College Football Articles. I'll not only give you the reason behind and the thinking behind the games that apply, but I'll actually give you the 6 games that qualify this week right on College Football Articles at JoeGavazziSports.com.
Thanks so much, Joe.
Thank you, Peter. My pleasure as always.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over. But if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.